These guys right here are looking a little hungry. So why don't we set them up to munch on some adventurers? First, we gotta get a floor plan in here that can go this way. And then we introduce a dungeon heart that our little creatures have to protect. Oh, we get to choose a dark beginning. To prepare your conquest, you conjure a tome of forbidden knowledge. So we can become an archaeologist, a librarian, or a chef. Well, since our monsters rely on food, let's become a chef. And then we can add gourmandize to the loot deck, so we can eat the monsters to make some more food. But we do have a few more floor plans to bring in here, and this one actually carries through. Oh, but this one's a dead end. I think this would be a better one for the heart to go into, and this one can go right over here, I guess. So we can just add a couple of little wolves to our rooms, and if they're next to each other, they get a little bit of extra damage. But I also want to see if we can bring the adventurers up here, and sure enough, they do go up before they go to the heart room, so that's gonna be good for a few more of these guys, and then more wolves in the main room. So we begin this first run where first it's gonna be a mage, a swordsman, and then loot, and then they just go through fighting all these monsters here. But then after they've taken damage and deal damage to our monsters, then our monsters fight them further, and then they go down. Yes, so we get gold, more little dragon sparks. Look at how adorable these guys are. How about another one right next to them? But the problem is we are running low on food reserves, and these guys rely on food. So we can use this gourmandize spell to eat our newest dragon spark, because that one doesn't have any experience like this one does. And then we bring in this one, so we can start the next wave where another swordsman is going through. He fights all of them one at a time, but they are weakening him a great deal. So our first wolf here shouldn't really need to worry too much, just munch on him and he's down, yes. But then we have a paladin, which has even more health. That's a little dangerous, but we are still doing some good damage. But we just gotta hope the wolves can finish him off. That's 60 damage there, and another 60, and this one should finish him off. Yes! So we get 89 more gold and more wolves. So we can just fill up this entire room with wolf pups. So they all do 70 damage. I guess we could get a wolf pup in this little room. These guys don't worry about food as much, and most of the adventurers are gonna go down right here, it seems like. Well, maybe not there, but this wolf should do him in. Beautiful! More gold, more creatures, the gourmandize spell again. And we can get new dungeon plans. A kitchen, an infirmary, or a mana chamber. A kitchen would help us not need to sacrifice monsters for food, and now we get to conquer part of the overworld. And hopefully our dungeon gets really strong, because there's a hero king arriving in a few days. And if we come over here, we can recruit new monster types. Buy a drink for which monster? We can get a ghost, which has mana burn. Spend 1 mana and trigger an extra ability. Oh, because we do have mana reserves. Or there's a gloom that reaps. Will trigger when a nearby monster dies. This gloom should be pretty useful. Okay, we got 2 more paladins coming in, but we do have a new floor plan. Oh, it's a weird, like, balcony area. Since they go this way first, we can expand our dungeon this way, and then a cooking pot. Monsters become cooks, and they create food when a hero is defeated. That should be useful. And if we set that right here next to our little puppy, oh, look at that, he's got a little chef's hat. That's adorable, even though he's really angry. But every time the heroes go down, that should mean that this guy generates food. We just need to make sure that there's enough monsters over here so that the heroes don't have to come back this way. So we can get more dragon sparks out here. The gloom can go right there, who does not look how I thought he would look. He's just a little spooky dude. And we'll just swap these 2 around. You are not gonna have that much HP or attack, so the kitchen being right here probably is not good. But we can swap that around when we get new floor plans. We just gotta deal with 2 paladins first. And now we are out of food, so when this guy attacks, he takes extra damage because he's starving. But now you're attacking the gloom, which is annoying, but okay, you have 128 health after making a run like that, and you're attacking the cooking pot. Well, that's just rude. Go down. There we go, so that's 1 food there. But we have too many monsters that rely on food. Although I gotta say, I do like watching these dragon sparks just... Oh, you actually launched fire. These other guys headbutted him. Well, it's nice to show that they have some variety. And that's another paladin down, which means 1 more food. But that's only 1 food per hero, which is not great. But if we set this cooking pot in a room with more monsters, then they all become chefs. That should mean more food. So you would be better over here. And then we'll get these dragon sparks in this corridor here. And the gloom can go here. We definitely need more monsters that don't need food, but we also kind of need food right now. So why don't we munch on this egg monster here? Which also, ooh, that boosted the gloom. Oh, that's an idea. Get another egg in there, gourmandize that. Now we have an extra reserve of food. And the gloom has been boosted twice. So he does 109 damage. And some wolf pups in there should work well. And we do have extra money, so another chef. Well, actually, let's put 3 wolves in here. And 2 chefs right over here. It's just a couple of swordsmen, so this room actually should clear all of them out. Fights the gloom first, and then the wolves, but 109 damage from that gloom. That really puts them in death range. Awesome. And now we're generating 2 food from the cooks. But now we're not using monsters here that use food. So that seems like a bit of a wasted opportunity. But also, these guys are supposed to be gaining experience. So having them in an area where they're not engaging is not really a good idea. Well, let's get the loot first. Ooh, more glooms. And now we got a new skill point. After casting Gourmandize, all remaining monsters heal 50%. Oh, that would be good. And now we can get new dungeon plans. Oh, so the monsters can really get experience. This should help out a lot. All right, time to conquer more land. Why don't we come over this way? Because there's 2 treasure areas right up here. So now we find an academy ruins again. We could become a librarian. That's a new profession. For skill points, loot artifacts, buff monsters, level up monsters quickly. Let's level up monsters quickly. And let's get one of these artifacts because our monsters can equip those. Oh wait, we can merge monsters. Well, that's a good idea. Merge the gloom. And now he's leveled up. Oh yeah, now he's looking fierce. I didn't realize we can merge the monsters. But since we have a good bulk of food, let's get the dragon sparks going in there. The wolves can be chefs because puppies and chef hats is honestly adorable. But we do have a new floor plan. Whoa, this room is crazy. Flaming chains? Too bad we can't flip the floor plan at all. I don't think we can. Whoops, I did not mean to start the next wave. Oh, now he's attacking the chefs. No, he just killed a puppy. How dare you? Face the wrath of dragon sparks, you jerk. There we go. Oh, but of course there's more of them. Are we about to lose all the chefs? I feel like we might, but that Reaper does 200 damage. We need more of those. But sadly, there go all the chefs. Oh no. Why did F have to be start the next wave? I thought it was gonna be F for flip the room. Well, it's a good thing we have all these pups in here that do not have health debuffs from being chefs. Okay, so we made it. More gold, more replacement animals, and a library book. This guy right here is really close to leveling up, but let's get a floor plan in here. The triangle room points toward the direction heroes prefer to explore. Well, we'll just keep them going this way, I guess. And maybe the dragons would prefer being in a room like this with the cooking pot that we need to keep safe. And let's also get 2 glooms in here if we can. More dragons like that. And then an egg right there. Now, who gets the book? We should make one of these rooms a library, but let's get this guy the library book because he's gonna be the first dragon everybody fights. And we'll move these dragons to be in the way of combat initially to protect the chefs better. We actually do have a good quantity of food, so let's just get all the dragons in here. Or should we level up a dragon? You are close to leveling up and you are not, so we'll merge these 2 together. Oh, there we go. We got a little dragon fire. He just evolved a Charmeleon and he does 176 damage. These swordsmen, even though they're level 3, are probably not gonna stand a chance, but they also avoid empty rooms. So the cooking pot should be safe. We also don't really need to make food for a little bit here. Both of you are attacking and the hero's already at 111 by the time he exits that room. And everybody gets a buff. 60 damage from the small one, 176 from the big one. That is awesome, and everyone gets experience because the dragon fire gives nearby monsters 20 XP. That's awesome. Oh, and now we have 2 dragon fires. Awesome. And even more loot. And more monsters, and more Gourmandize. It feels rude that we're just Gourmandizing the egg again, but we can boost the extra gloom creatures here with this and get 2 Reapers. So here we go. And then we'll get the werepups going in here just so they can make more food. Mages, they have less health, so this should be even more fine. They are not making it past these Reapers here. And we do have another gloom. Does that merge with these guys? It doesn't. I also forgot to put down a chest, so we don't have enough money anymore. Let's just go to the next wave so we can get through these mages, who are birds. And sure enough, they just go down right away. Ooh, now we have a second library book. And even more of these things. And another skill point. We can add Sword of War to the loot deck, so that boosts the monster's attack. Oh, and a treasure vault? And now we can expand even further. Let's get the treasure over here. Whoa, lots of treasure. Hold on, we don't have space for this. We can take 1,000 gold though. Oh man, how do we seek how do we put this in here? Okay, so we have them, but we don't have access to them. Stronger heroes now seek your dungeon. The stealthy rogue has been added to the hero deck. Oh, and he's right away. He's got stealth. Loses 1 stack of stealth for each skipped encounter. So the first 5 monsters are not gonna see him, but they might on the way back. I sure hope so anyway. But also, since they're starting that way, the room over here should be fine. Does that fit in there? I don't know if that fits in there. It can fit this way though. Why don't we try it this way? Okay, it does fit. So this can be the storage chest, and now we have more inventory. Perfect. Since these guys are all the way down by the dungeon heart, why don't we, oh wait, if they're going clockwise first, we should be able to keep the heart safe by moving it to this room, which opens up space in here. So now all of these little pups can become students. Oh, it's adorable. And there's so many artifacts here too. 0.5% attack and max HP per food and reserves, plus even more attack. I guess we can give one of these to the Reaper. Just don't fear the Reaper, right? Let's see. You're about to level up after this next fight, so we can skip merging you, and why don't we go ahead and merge you? And then we can get one more chef in here, an egg chef. You love to see it. Plus, all these guys are gonna level up the next time a hero goes down too, which is gonna be even more awesome. Why don't we put the egg here? And then we can get another gloom in case things happen, and also just, you know, merge a couple of them. So we immediately get to a Reaper. Should we just level up one of the Reapers in the starting room? That feels a little fast. But here, we can give you a croissant, and then you a croissant. Croissant. And we have a lot of library books too. We'll give it to each of these Dragonfires because they have a lot of room to level up yet. And you, Reaper. All right, that's all of the things we have. On to the next wave. There's a rogue, as stealthy as he is, but the stealth is broke. And sure enough, he does continue to fight monsters, but now he's in the kitchen, which is just rude. He does 185 damage. And sadly, we didn't boost things. Oh, but he does fight them on the way back. Oh, that's very good. There he goes down, and all these pups just got experience, but they don't quite have enough experience yet. The paladin is having an even harder time, and there is so much experience to go around. And that was the fight. Oh, and some of our pups leveled up to a wolf. More gold, more merging, more sword of war. You can have this one. We can merge this egg right here. I still don't know what that's gonna result in, but maybe we just move this egg over here and merge it. Oh, and now we just got an eggshell hat. It's a shade. Well, that should work, and we can still give their wolf chefs a little bit of attack, but there's not a lot of space in this room to do that. And here, we'll get another dragon spark happening right here, another gloom, maybe just for the experience, and we'll give this werepup the merging, so now we have 3 wolves in here. Once we get 4 wolves, I think we'll take away the bookshelf. We just gotta get through a couple of paladins here who have 750 starting health, but the Reapers just cleave through them, so he still doesn't leave the first room. That is amazing. And we are just getting so many glooms here and more Gorman dies. So here, why don't we move you out of the way? So here, why don't we move you into here, put an egg right here, merge a couple of the glooms that we have, so we have 3 Reapers in here, and then we Gormandize the egg, so all of them get an attack boost. And then you can come back here, or we just keep them all in the same room. That should work just as well, right? And yes, 4 wolves. So really, we could just merge these wolves. I think we can merge 2 of them, just to open up room for a werepup. Even more paladins that are just not having a great time. But even this level 1 gloom here is doing well. And the swordsman is gonna be doing even worse. Can't even make it past the first couple of Reapers. Ooh, a sword of war and a library book, and even more monsters. And the new skill point. Let's get this chef's feast into the loot deck so we can heal our monsters more often. A hall of relics, so I can gain another artifact slot, but I think we need to expand our dungeon more. So we'll take this extension and get new skill points, plus 2 skill points. So another chef's feast, we can get another Gormandize. Oh, but now there's paladins. Wait, there was already paladins. Paladins will now start with a protective shield. So the shields are gonna block 5 attacks. Great. Well, let's make sure to get this dragon spark leveled up to dragon fire now. Whoa, hold on. I didn't realize you leveled up. A dragon inferno, that is amazing. We should make sure that you're fight number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then depending on who attacks first, I think he will get the first one, or the 6th attack. Oh, and also let's just get these wolves in here. Whoa, that was enough. It's a werewolf now. Awesome. I was gonna get another werepup in here, and then more gloom here, more floor plans, and I don't think we're supposed to be able to do this, but we can. At least this is a corner, which would honestly probably be better here. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, wait, wait, what? We can't add it there because those slots are stuck in the wall there. I see. Well, we can do you out here at least, and then continue going this way. Sadly, there's gonna be a lot of missed attacks in here, but why don't we move the dragon fires to be sooner, so our heavy hitters can happen later. Hopefully they survive. I think they'll be fine. There's a protective shield, but everybody gets experience when they attack, so that's good news. So everybody is still benefiting. Oh, and there's another dragon inferno, yes. And there's the shield break, 276 damage right there, but they have 1,000 health. Oh no, so he's making it to the kitchen. No, these poor wolves. And the poor cooking pot. But then he has to go back. And then through here, there's the Shade with 105 more damage, but the Reaper with 138. And then he fights the wolves. Probably not a good idea to have the were-pups by the door, but now he has to fight the werewolf. And that's when he goes down. Yes. And now we have another werewolf. Can we move these around? Nope. Not while the hero's here. Well, it's another paladin, so it's probably gonna be more of what we just experienced. And these monsters don't even need to be students to learn here. Whoa, the Reaper leveled up again. A wraith. That is looking impressive. But of course, the poor chef pups are not doing well. But he should be doing even worse here because of that wraith, right? Oh yeah, he didn't even make it to the werewolf room. Even more glooms and gourmandise, which I feel like we gotta use in this pup room here. At least on you, maybe. So let's swap you two around and then gourmandize you. Sorry, puppy. But then you can go back there. Why don't we just have the cooking pot way back here? Because then we can have even more chefs, which is gonna help the monsters that have the croissants even more. So sure, we'll just put a whole bunch of glooms back here. So there's 5 chefs. That's gonna be so much food. And then you back here, puppy. I guess you can merge here. And the werewolves can level up even further. These guys are gonna get crazy. Good thing they still can do a lot of damage, even though they are suffering some penalties for being students. Minus 75% attack. Once we unleash these guys, they're gonna be so strong. Oh, and there's another rogue, but it's a stealth of 5. Oh, he also ignores empty rooms. We might need to graduate one of our werewolves then, just so they come in here and try to do something, even though they're probably not gonna be able to. And these mages are just gonna have an even worse time, taking 260 damage from just one attack, and everybody's getting so much experience. There's the rogue, and the stealth breaks right in front of this guy, and then the wraith hits for 324 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
So we get even more monsters. There's a chef's feast, which I think is good timing to use for these monsters in this room. It uses 3 food, but that's okay. And now you can get the Sword of War. We'll just get another were-pup in here, level up to wolf status. And then why don't we merge this egg thing here? Just because I want to see what's past his shade. This guy has seen no combat, which honestly we could change that. And you know what? We'll just merge these two together. Yes, another wraith. And then we'll merge these two for another wraith. And then right here. But if they ignore empty rooms, then we might have to move the monsters up. We can have 2 wolves in here, and then we'll get a couple of dragon sparks leveling up. Oh my gosh, the dragons in the student caps are so cute. Plus all the heroes have a hard time in this first room anyway, so I think we're doing really well. If there's ever a boss hero that comes in through here, I think we're gonna be ready. But let's assign another skill point, and we already have a kitchen, but this should give us 500 gold. And sure enough, it did. There's a mana chamber that we can get now, which is how we gain mana, but I think we need gold more than anything. So let's visit this workshop here. Okay, the next day the Hero King arrives, or the day after, either one. So why don't we go ahead and get more rewards from the treasure chest over here? 1,000 gold, that's gonna help, and more croissants and sturdy stones. Interesting. Swordsman will now have the Taunt Slayer ability. What does that even mean? Explores the dungeon clockwise, Taunt Slayer, deal 4 times damage to battlers with taunt. Do any of our heroes have that? I don't think they do. Yeah, none of our heroes have that, so what's the point? Oh well, why don't we move this werewolf over to here just to help their pack abilities? And I guess the more students there are, the less experience each of them get. But why don't we get this room back here set up to be the gold mine, which means that these werewolves become prospectors. Oh, which actually gives them more max HP and attack. Wow, that was actually a good thing. Here, why don't we give them even more HP with sturdy stones to each of them? And then more croissants for the creatures in this front room here for more max HP and attack. Some more library books to the both of you. We do have another floor plan, but we really can't put it anywhere. Well, we could put it out here. That would save our werewolves a little bit. Sure, let's do that. Oh, wait, we can't because the placement tiles are outside the bounds. Well, in that case, fine, we'll do this. It's not like they're getting back here anyway. Let's just get this egg going as a student as well. And actually, the wolf is good. We'll move you out here and level up all of you to be a werewolf. So we still have 2 students who hopefully survive. I think they should be fine. There's so many monsters right here that are just not giving the heroes any chance to progress past this room, because just one of them does 388 damage, and this one does almost 500 damage. Oh my gosh, there's so much experience going around. There's the rogue, stealth break. So the wraiths better keep up with all this damage. Oh yeah, easily. Man, we're getting way more monsters than I know what to do with. But we have enough eggs to upgrade, where'd he go? This shade, as soon as we do a bit of this, and then we move you to merge with you. And I guess we can get a couple more going out here just to merge them, and another shade to you. Oh yeah, he's up. A shadow. Not a lot of attack, but here, let's get him a book. And can we merge these dragon infernos further? It looks like we can. We honestly probably should. You're about to level up, actually. Well, maybe not about to, but we can certainly boost that along by merging you 2 together, because you have the most attack, but what happens to their artifacts? You only have 1, so we'll give it to you. All right, that should work. And sure enough, they combine the artifacts that they have. Oh, hey, now you leveled up. Awesome. We'll get another one of you in here. And then just go through these sorcerers quickly. They're really nothing to write home about, but they do just give so much experience. And we are just getting so much more gold. We're up to almost 2,000 gold. More wolves, swords of war, gourmandize again. I would hate to gourmandize anything right now. There's nothing that's really expendable except for some of the chefs, but that doesn't matter. We don't need it, unless we want to transfer half of their attack, but I don't really want to get rid of any monsters right now. Ooh, we could actually merge these wraiths. What would that create? Oh, they leveled up? Oh, but it's still a wraith. So 3 stages might be as far as they go. Well, we could gourmandize you, but let's gourmandize this egg instead, just to boost the wraith's attack, and then keep leveling you up to a reaper, and then maybe we can get 2 reapers in here and assign you to this one. There we go. And then we'll just do the same thing with the wolves here. Very good. We'll put you in here and move you out here. And you don't have anything, so you can get the Sword Award. That's much better. And then the dragon dude, and then you merge with you. Yes! And you graduate to merge with this guy here. Yes, to level him up. Even more attack, over 500 attack. Kind of feel bad for whoever that hero king is gonna be. First we deal with the rogue, who attacks that reaper there. He actually skipped the shadow. Well, he'll come back. Oh, maybe he won't. He's not coming back from that. And the swordsman definitely isn't getting out of this room. That is just so much experience. Ooh, and even more dragon sparks. And more skill points. Remove an empty card from the loot deck. Not really sure what this means, but it's on the way to gain the croissant. So we'll just get that. Oh, a boss arena. I feel like we need this. Oh, so that's what gets taunt. Heroes cannot pass this battler without defeating it. I think we need it. Oh, now the hero king arrives, so we can only come back to the dungeon door. Beware the throne. On the first day, word of darkness reached the throne. The king did not care, but your corruption grew bold and rampant. By the 6th night, the king marched. The final assault squad enters your dungeon. First come the king's guard, banners high and armor gleaming, loyal, disciplined, doomed. Behind them, the Knights of the Round, the finest heroes sworn to claw and crown. In the back, Saint Million the hero king roars. He comes last. All right, so we got a few waves here and then the king. Who do we give a boss crown to? It's an artifact. I feel like, who's our strongest? 598 here. Should we just merge all of our dragons into one? That seems exciting. Just make him the strongest dragon that he can be. Oh, but this wraith here does almost 600 damage. So many of them do that. Who do we make a king? I don't think we can take artifacts away either, so it's just one chance, one opportunity. But there's a treasure room. Can we get that in here? No, there's not room for anything. We kind of screwed ourselves with the layout here. I would love to just trade this room out because I feel like that aesthetic is better. Well, in that case, why don't we make this room the boss room with all the inferno happening? That feels like it makes sense. Now, who do we make the boss monster? You're dealing 600 damage at level 5. You're dealing 600 damage at level 3. I feel like this guy might be better in the long run. We just gotta boost him with gourmandizing, and now he's over 600, but they do have overlapping artifacts. Well, let's merge you two together. There we go, level 5, over 1,000 damage? Oh my goodness. Now, how do we give you this? The monster has too many artifacts? Oh, what? Well, He's an honorary boss, I guess. Oh, this one also has too many artifacts. Whoops. We might have stacked them a little too hard, but they can, you know, just all merge into one anyway. So they both deal over 1,000 damage. So why don't we put you in here, put you both in here, because that is just gonna slap adventurers like crazy. And you know what, here, we're doing this. What is that mining hat? Oh my goodness, talk about oversized. Well, let's get you leveled up like that, and then get you like this, just to get you in the way here, so you two can buddy up, I guess. We don't have any books. Oh, I didn't realize this was a wolf. Merge it with that one. And then this one. And then all of you sitting here. Or all of you werewolves get in the front entryway here. They're not gonna, oh wow, these two are almost dead. I didn't realize that. Heal you, and do it again. There we go. I would certainly like to give this boss crown to a monster, but all the ones that I wanted to give it to have too many artifacts. Well, we can just see if we screwed ourselves with this new layout. I don't know why I made the shadow the miner. He's supposed to be a hedgehog, but when they get into here, they just, oh my goodness, that is just rude. That is so much damage. They do not leave this room. If only our werewolves did a little bit more damage. But now we got a mage, and I'm pretty sure the werewolves can take care of them. I sure hope so. All right, gold, more monsters. I would just love to get rid of one of these artifacts. Like, let me just replace one of them. I don't want to build up a whole new monster. Oh, wait, the Hero King is right there. He's the last guy to come through here. And he has 23,000 HP? Oh, now I really wish we had a boss monster. This is like an all hands on deck sort of situation. Relentless. This hero won't leave until all monsters are defeated. Oh no. And he does 700 attack damage. I feel like our monsters might be in a spot of trouble. Well, I'm pretty sure we don't need food anymore, so let's just go ahead and start merging some of these guys so they can hold up a little bit better, but we can't even merge that much. So I guess we're keeping some chefs. Is it gonna be numbers, or is it gonna be attack strength of each monster that wins the day? Also, how is that shadow so weak? The werewolves did that too. It's because of the miner's bonus. Become miners and are overworked? What does that mean? Suffer 1,000 damage when mining? Oh, yikes. And they lose max HP when they leave, so that's why he's dropped down to nothing. That's a problem. So I guess all you're good for is being a chef. I didn't realize I was doing that to the wolves. Okay, who's got the most HP? I think we can make you the boss monster because this just doubles it. Although the hero does, oh wait, these are different. Tomodachi, the sword saint. Also relentless. Also, oh wait, you're not relentless. But they all have so much health. I thought these were normal heroes. This is a really big problem. Somehow the scribe does more damage than the king. I mean, these guys over here do have a lot of health and experience, but oh, why can't I remove artifacts? The only one that's really a contender anymore is this wraith here, this level 3 wraith. The werewolf, maybe, but let's give it to this wraith here. He is the boss now. He will live in this room. And so even if these monsters go down, he is gonna get a lot stronger. I just got a bad feeling about this. These poor little students, we must protect them. And we just gotta hope the werewolves do some level of good. But here's the first hero with 2 swords. Oh, great. 350, wow, that feels like it's doing nothing. And he attacks both monsters until they're dead. Hopefully we can mess him up a great deal, but these werewolves are not doing enough by themselves. So we're probably gonna lose them. Oh no, there goes that werewolf. This one's still alive. Oh, he's very still alive. I guess because all the heroes attack this one first, but now he goes down. They got this one down to 10,000, but they're losing their pack strength too when they lose members. Oh no, but they are doing a lot of damage to him. He's down below half, but there goes one more werewolf, and there goes that one. So now it's just level 2 Dragonfire trying to do things. He is getting experience every time, but I don't think he's gonna level up in time. So now it comes down to this room here, and the Wraith is getting attacked, but those do 1,000 damage apiece. So it's just a couple more attacks to beat him. One more ought to do it. And there he goes, yes! Oh, good. But here comes the sorcerer who just skips straight to this room. Oh, that's a problem. This Wraith is taking a lot of damage. Oh, but he's fighting the boss? Oh, because he's not relentless. Oh no. So he just goes straight to the boss? That is so rude. What's the point of this boss monster then? Well, I didn't have a lot of faith in him, honestly. But now he just moves on. Oh, how dare you? He's going straight for the students. Just one-shotting them. How dare you? And the bookshelf to boot? That's just rude. Straight to the dungeon heart. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding. So we don't even get to see the king because this guy's not relentless. Are you serious? Well, if it was going the way it was, I feel like that might have been a struggle here with the king anyway. Shoot. Well, maybe we'll have to give it another go with a different set of monsters next time. So if you guys do want to see more of my infamous dungeon, either in the demo or in the game fully releases, then be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern.